Hey folks, welcome aboard the channel. I'm Don. I've kind of got a twofer going on here, but in a different way. First is the request, Creed Fisher's Don't California My Texas, and it was requested by Russell Folkens, who's down in Texas, and Russell lost power for a week after the hurricane just came through Texas. Don't California My Texas, name of the song, and the twofer is that Jacob Herrick sent me this t-shirt which says the exact same thing. Yeah, you guys could see that. A year or two ago, Jacob sent this to me. So Jacob's down in Texas. So anyhow, I understand the point. And, you know, regional parts of the country like to stay kind of the way they are. And when there's like divergent views, as there are from some folks emigrating from California to Texas, folks don't necessarily like it. I know folks in the South don't necessarily like the fact that Northerners, when they retire, all go down south for, not all, but many, for the weather. And they're like, don't come down here. And you guys are loud. You drive aggressively. You do whatever the issues are. But I get the provincial sense. But I don't know what Creed has here, but Creed speaks his mind. All right, here we go.
Don't California, my Texas. Don't bring that stuff over here. We can sit and drink, don't have to know what you think. We can crack an old ice cold beer. I'm just trying to warn you. Someone here will kick your ass. From all these gringos and Mexicans. Don't California, my Texas. I've been here about 46 years. Granddaddy long before that. It's easy to tell, it's all a going to hell. Just like Granddaddy said. Dazed and confused, don't know which bathroom to use. These Californians, man, they're a trip. With their electric cars that won't drive very far. You ask me, they don't know shit. To California, my Texas.
I gotta say, the bathroom thing, and you could just declare that you're a different gender, that does not, I see what he's saying there. That doesn't work for me. I have a lot of liberal friends, and it doesn't work for them either, so I don't know how this thing even took off. But, all right, here we go.
Don't bring that stuff over here. We can sit and drink, don't have to know what you think. We can crack an old ice cold beer. I'm just trying to warn you. Someone here will kick your ass. And it might be for breakfast. Don't California, my Texas.
Although the capital, Austin, that's where a lot of Californians move.
Love America here, drink whiskey and beer. Fly that Lone Star flag. We love to shoot our guns, love to play in the mud. Jamming out the old Merle Hag. At the end of the day, we don't care if you're gay. To be honest, I don't give a damn. As long as you mind your own and you don't bitch and moan about all the things that you don't have. To California, my Texas. Don't bring that stuff over here. We can sit and drink, don't have to know what you think. We can crack an old ice cold beer. I'm just trying to warn you. Someone here will kick your ass. From all these gringos and Mexicans. Don't California, my Texas. It might be breakfast. Buy a Ford, not Alexa. From all these gringos and Mexicans. Don't California, my Texas. Don't New York it either.
You had to know that was coming. That, what can I say? I mean, as a Jersey boy, I get it. You know, when you're, even every college program like sports has its own traditions and things, the ways in which they do things. And some are better than others. Some are more, you know, some universities are downright foul to visitors. Others, like for instance, when I went to, when Rutgers played Arkansas about 10 years ago, I went down to Reynolds Stadium, and I have a lot of friends. My surrogate daughters went to U of A, so you know I have a lot of good friends in Springdale and so on. And the fans there were just nice, welcoming. Then I went out to Nebraska after Rutgers joined the Big Ten. Went out to Nebraska, uber nice people out there too. But then you go to another place like UConn when Rutgers used to be in the old Big East, and they throw stuff down on you as you're walking up, and it's well known, and it's like, wow. I get it. You know, in Texas has its way of doing things. And I get Austin has its way of doing things, which differs in many ways from the rest of the state. But I get wanting to keep sort of like the way that your place is doing things. When other folks come in and say, we know better than you and you need to change the way you do things, generally speaking, no. In some ways, yeah, but very, very rarely. And very rarely will that be well received, especially if you're obnoxious. But I do like the point. We can hang out. We can have a beer. We can talk. I don't need to know what you think on all that stuff. In fact, I probably know what you think. You probably know what I think. Let's not talk about it. We'll talk about other stuff. Talk about sports or whatever. Yeah, I like the way Creed sang that too. And I didn't get the part about kicking your ass like at breakfast or something for breakfast or so. I didn't get that part of it, but yeah, I mean the electric car thing by a Ford, not a Lexus. I mean I drive a German car and I like it, but you know it's just the culture up here in New Jersey. It's very trafficy. You want to pull out on the highway, you got to gun it, and we prefer our generally speaking German cars. So all that said, all right, Russell, I hope you're cleaning up well after the hurricane. And this is about as political a song as I'll even allow on the channel because I'm not big. And, you know, I just try to keep it kind of like friendly. But I get the message here. And it is what it is. I mean, I agree with a lot of it. Some of it I could discuss. But what am I going to rate this thing as? I mean, it's a pretty simple conceptual song. Lyrics were simple. I don't know what got left on the cutting room floor. I don't know what he says in concert. I'm sure there are F-bombs dropping in concert. I have no doubt about that. I mean, I have no problem with it either. Whatever. That kind of language doesn't bother me in context. So I like the way he sang it. I like the instrumentation was fun. The number that popped into my head was an 8.8. I mean, it was a catchy little number, and I'm fairly conciliatory. I can get along with just about anybody unless they're mean. And another type of person that I have a problem with is when they just think they're right and don't want to discuss things. I like discussing things. If there's a better perspective on something, I'll take it. I don't care who it comes from. I don't care if it's politically motivated, religiously motivated, socially motivated. If somebody has a better argument or position on something, or one that makes more sense than the one that I currently hold, I'm all about it. Like, bring it. But we have to be able to talk about it. But if you're coming from a position of where you think you're intellectually superior, that's not going to work for me. That very rarely works for anybody when somebody is either condescending or patronizing or just think that they're superior. Intellectually speaking, just don't even try that. At least, you know, it doesn't work well for me. But what really doesn't work well for me is mean-spiritedness. And anyhow, all right, Russell. Hope you're doing well down there, my friend, and all the Texans cleaning up after the hurricane that came through. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.